The Haunting of Hollow Pines. On a brisk autumn evening, the air was thick with the scent of damp earth and rotting leaves as a group of friends gathered around a flickering campfire. Among them was Ethan, a 17-year-old with a penchant for bravado. He was the kind of kid who thrived on dares, often pushing the limits to prove his courage. The night had taken a turn when Jake, his closest friend, recounted the local legend of Hollow Pines, a dense forest on the outskirts of town, notorious for its eerie atmosphere and ghostly tales. According to the myth, a boy named Samuel had ventured into those woods decades ago, never to return. Rumor had it that Samuel's spirit still roamed, seeking vengeance on anyone foolish enough to trespass in his domain. "Bet you won't go in there tonight," Jake challenged, a devilish glint in his eyes. Ethan, caught up in the thrill and the watchful eyes of his friends, smirked. "You're on." As the group made their way to the edge of the woods, the atmosphere shifted. The laughter and banter faded into an uneasy silence, replaced by the rustling of leaves and the occasional snap of a twig. Ethan, emboldened by a mix of adrenaline and bravado, stepped into the darkness, his friends hesitantly following a few paces behind. The deeper they went, the darker it became. The moonlight barely penetrated the thick canopy above, casting ghostly shadows that danced around them. Ethan's heart raced as he ventured further, the whispers of the woods wrapping around him like a shroud. "Are you sure you want to keep going?" one of his friends called out, anxiety creeping into his voice. "Just a little further, I'll show you there's nothing to be scared of." Ethan shot back, trying to maintain his bravado. The faint glow of the campfire grew distant, swallowed by the oppressive darkness of Hollow Pines. Suddenly, the air grew colder and an unnatural silence enveloped the woods. Ethan felt a chill run down his spine. He turned back to his friends, but they were frozen in place, eyes wide with terror. Behind him, a low, mournful voice echoed through the trees, calling his name. "Ethan." He spun around to face the source of the sound, but there was nothing, only darkness. Panic surged within him. "Guys, this isn't funny," he shouted, his bravado waning. Then he saw it. A figure emerged from the shadows, its form flickering like a dying flame. It was a boy, no older than Ethan, with hollow eyes and an expression of deep sorrow. The ghostly figure stretched an ethereal hand toward him, and Ethan felt an overwhelming sense of despair wash over him. "Help me, please," the specter whispered, its voice echoing with an otherworldly resonance. In that moment, Ethan realized the truth of the legend. This was Samuel trapped between worlds, seeking solace. Fear gripped him and he stumbled back, but the figure followed. Its mournful gaze locked onto him. "You shouldn't have come here." Ethan turned to flee, but the air was thick, as if the very woods were alive, holding him in place. His friends, paralyzed by terror, watched as he was engulfed by the ghostly presence. A piercing scream echoed through the trees, a sound that would haunt them forever. In a matter of seconds, Ethan was gone, swallowed by the darkness. The friends, finally breaking free from their stupor, ran back through the woods, the sound of their own hearts pounding in their ears. They didn't stop until they reached the edge of the forest, gasping for breath under the pale moonlight. The next day, they reported the incident to the authorities, but when search teams scoured the woods, there was no sign of Ethan. The story was quickly dismissed, chalked up to a teenage prank gone wrong. The friends were told to keep quiet, the legend of Hollow Pines too dangerous to breathe life into. Weeks turned into months, and the boys carried the weight of that night with them, haunted by the memory of their friend's terrified face and the chilling whispers that still echoed in their minds. They'd learned their lesson. Some dares were better left unchallenged, and some places were best left undisturbed. But the woods remained, a dark sentinel holding on to the secrets of Hollow Pines, and the spirit of Samuel continued to wander, waiting for the next brave soul to enter his realm.